So before we start the Friday analysis, I wanted to show you something here very interesting. Actually, today I have seen a very ugly comments on YouTube. It's actually mocking us about the losses that we had today. As we can see, 20 pips of loss, 27 and 30 pips of loss. It was of course a bad beginning for the day, but however, those who have made these comments couldn't actually wait to see what more we are having for them, because we actually have recovered all the losses, as we can see, with these profitable and excellent signals. That was a great signals, as we can see, and two of them have reached the take profit number 3, making total in together 200 pips of all. I mean, that is exactly what we are doing in Xtreme Trader. Of course the losses are part of this game, but what we can do actually is recovering the losses instantly, and that has been proven today by making all these profits. And of course, as we can see, we have actually a lot of happy messages from our clients who have actually enjoyed the experience, as we can see right here. And this one, of course, as we can see, loss cover and profit on same day. That's exactly what he's talking about. It was the signals of today. So again, it was excellent week so far in Xtreme Trader, and we are very excited to share with you the signals for the remaining days of this week and of course the week after. So of course, my friends, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find the contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. Well, it was not only the premium group that did very well, huh? I believe my signals also on YouTube have done so far amazingly well, guys. Euro USD is going in about 46 pips of profit. Pound USD is going into about 30 pips of profit. AUD USD is running in 20 pips of profit. USD CAD has almost kissed the take profit level, but sadly did not trigger our sell level. USD JPY was one perfect signal. I'm very proud of it. The pair has reversed exactly with a zero drawdown, exactly at the level where I mentioned to start buying the pair, and as you can see, it reversed also from the take profit level, making exactly 106 pips of profit. USD CHF has reached the take profit level without reaching the sell area. The gold is still raging at the entry. So right now, it's only one day left in this week, so let's see now together what we can do in the remaining days of this week, and let's see now together what we can do on Friday. So of course, since we are actually aiming one day only, we don't need to switch to the weekly or daily or even 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame. All we need to do is simply switch to the 1 hour and 30-minute time frame. That's actually more than enough. We don't require more than that. So actually right now on the 1 hour time frame, we can notice that the market right here for the Euro USD has reversed exactly from the given level at 0.99490. So now what's the next step? The next step, my friends, is gonna be simply like this. We are actually facing right here, let me just show it to you. We are facing here a real level of a resistance. So most likely the Euro USD will continue the rise till it reaches that level of a resistance, and upon the pressure from that level, the market will continue the fall till it reaches the lowest level of the real support right here at 0.99780. Let me just mark it here just to be sure. Almost right there. Okay. Okay, that's there. That's the right level. If we check the history of this level, we can notice it was also a strong level of a resistance, but keep in mind that the market has created here one single attempt of a resistance on that level. So actually this level was much stronger as a resistance, as a support than a resistance. Every single time the market has created here a support, it was with several attempts on that level. Meanwhile, it was a very small minor resistance. It was not actually a strong level as a resistance. But once the market reaches that level as a support, instantly it has made a false breakout right here. So this price action that we're having right here, my friends, is simply another false breakout from that level of a support, which means we can wait for the Euro USD to fall again right here, reaching that level of a support, and we can continue buying the pair, hoping for it to reach the take profit level at 1.0080, which means we can actually make about 102 pips profit from the signal. Now, of course, for the safe zone, the safe zone is going to be changed right now since we are actually talking about this false breakout. So the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support right here. And you know something, I want to change the take profit level to make it more realistic, since we're talking about only one day. So meaning the take profit level should be right here at the nearest real level of a resistance at 1.00472, which means we'll actually change this entry to be the take profit level to be at 1.00472. And of course the buy order will be opened at 0.99775, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 34 pips. Meanwhile, the take profit level, my friends, is gonna be 70 pips. Of course, another way to confirm this entry is gonna be simply by using the the support trend line. If we draw here a support trend line just like this, as you can see, all I did here, my friends, is simply draw here a support trend line from this lower low to this higher low. Now, that is of course my strategy, which I'm using on my channel. It's actually on one of the videos called the magic of trend lines. Once we see here a support trend line, what we can do is simply drag the same level of a support trend line anywhere, and we can see that the market most likely will respect the previous level of a support trend line or a resistance trend line. Now, as you can see right here, all I did was moving this line, just simply, look at the mouse cursor, just simply placing it right there at the lowest level of that support. So now we can expect from the Euro USD to fall again, reverses right here on this level, and also respects the same level of a support trend line, and then continue the rise. And of course, I want to remind everyone, don't get overhyped with the high winning ratio. I know it's very high, thankfully, but it doesn't mean that every single week is going to be profitable like this. So again, be sure to trade wisely and make sure that you are prepared for any potential losses. Anyway, that's everything for the Euro USD. Moving now to the Pound USD. All right, so now the Pound USD has indeed reversed from the given entry. But what's the next step? Now, based on the 30-minute time frame, we need to identify the real level of a support again. So right now we are having here this strong engulfing bullish engulfing candle. So meaning there was somewhere a real level of a support or a resistance given. And if we check carefully, right there exactly, as 1.14862 lies the previous level of a real support, which was previously also a resistance. And pay attention, it was also a real level of a support right here, then false breakout, and the market has almost respected the same level of a support, which was previously also a resistance, as we can see right here. If we check it out even in the past more, check this out, it was also a very strong key support level, and that's the reason I'm advising you to start buying again the Pound USD after it falls for about 9 pips only. So we really better hurry up with these signals, they're gonna start very soon. So the edge of the safe zone, of course, is gonna be rise right here, and the given level is gonna be at 1.14862, and that means the safe zone is ranging for about 34 pips. Meanwhile, the take profit level, my friends, will be right here at the peak of the resistance at 1.15595. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the Pound USD. We are actually aiming about 73 pips profit from this signal. Moving now to the AUD USD. Alright, so regarding AUD USD, I believe it's working very well so far, but nothing will be changed about this signal. We are still actually in ranging market right here. As you can see, the AUD USD is moving in a consolidation mode, and currently it's running in a neutral channel, which means we only can expect from the AUD USD to fall again for about 16 pips again to our entry level, expecting from the AUD USD to fall again all the way to 0.67203, and from that point it's gonna continue the rise. But based on the daily chart, I don't think that the AUD USD has any chance for a potential bearish fall, or for a downtrend, or actually to break out from that level of a support. Seems like the market is actually respecting that level of a support so far, and the way this daily candle is about to close seems like it's actually gonna continue the bullish reversal. And all these attempts right here confirms that there is actually some pressure from the buyers to push the market to continue the rise. So AUD-USD signal remains the same. All I need to do is simply just adjust the take profit level to make it at the nearest strong real level of a resistance right here at 0.6. Let me just change it for you to be actually at 0.67958, which means we are aiming approximately 67 pips more pips profit from the signal and a safe zone ranging for about 27 pips. That's everything for the AUD-USD. Moving now to the USD CAD. Alright, so the USD CAD signal, as you can see, has reached the take profit level, but what's next? Well, let me just delete the entire old signal, since we're gonna really require that. Now for this pair, I have to switch now to the 4-hour time frame. We have to identify the direction, even the daily chart. We just need to confirm that it's very obvious right now that the USD CAD is going down. All these attempts right here at that level of a resistance, as we can see, confirms that most likely the USD CAD is going to close this week with a bearish movement, and I'm actually expecting from this pair to continue the fall till it reaches the lowest level of a support right here at 1.29981. Also, we're having here a broken resistance trend line, and seems like the market has actually to continue the fall till it reaches or retest the broken level of a support. Sorry, a resistance. Did I say support trend line? I meant a resistance trend line. So the USD CAD has to continue the fall till it reaches the broken level of a resistance trend line to retest that level. So that being said, in general, this pair is going down. So now going to the 30-minute time frame, and let's find our best entries possible. Now, all I need to do, of course, I need to delete this safe zone here. And let's now do something here. What I'm going to do, my friends, is simply using the magic of trend lines again. So all I'm going to do is simply draw the resistance trend line all the way from this higher high to this lower high and this lower low. As we can see, it's actually matching up along with the resistance trend line. It's lining up with this support trend line as well. So all I'm going to do is simply drag the very same level, this very same line which I have drawn here, and bring it all the way to the broken level of a support trend line right here. Tracking this line, we can see that we had here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts of a support trend line. We had also a resistance trend line. Now, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully I'm not, that level of a resistance trend line will most likely be respected again. That means that we can actually right now look at the left side to identify a strong real level of a resistance to find where exactly we can start shorting this pair. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we need to scroll now to the left and check this out. That is the perfection. This is the level where we can actually start shorting the USD CAD right here at 1.31074. As we can see, it was actually a very strong key level of a resistance, and then the market has kept actually moving as a support on that level. And as we can see, this is gonna be the first attempt as a resistance on this level. So most likely, my friends, this level will be finally respected right here. So you can say that the entire movement that we're having here can be considered as a false breakout, if you want to see it this way. Which means we have to wait for this pair to rise for about 12 pips before we can start shorting it. Now the question is, if we started shorting, the take profit level is gonna be placed just right here, right there, at the nearest support to our entry, as we can see. Which means we are aiming approximately 56 pips profit from this signal, which is gonna be fine for one day, against the safe zone, which will be ranging till the peak of that level of a resistance, actually right here. Perfect. At 1.31397, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 32 pips against take profit level of 57 pips. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USD CAD. Moving now to the USD JPY, which was a perfect signal, and I'm very happy and proud of it. But now what's next? All right, let me just delete the old signal. And let's see now, my friends, what we can do next with this pair. Actually, if we check the support trend line right here, we can notice that the market seems like it's respecting that level of a support trend line. It was actually a very strong support trend line right here, and we had here a false breakout. That false breakout is very important. It's telling us that the market is actually stronger here as a support than a resistance, and that level of support. And by the way, once you see a support level consists of just long tail, it tells us that this level is very strong. That's the reason I believe the USDJPY has a potential to fall again, retesting the same level of that support trend line, and of course respects that level right there, exactly right here, as support, horizontally levels of support. And again, we can see right here it was actually a pin bar, and then of course a false breakout, and then again two tails right here tells us that this level is quite strong, which means we can actually wait for this pair to fall for about 20 pips before it's gonna start the bullish reversal, and we are actually expecting from the USDJPY to continue the rise for about 67 pips. Meanwhile, the safe zone is gonna be ranging till the lowest level of a support right here at 143.439. The buying order will be opened at 143.769, and the take profit level at 144.428. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USDJPY. Moving now to the USDCHF. Alright, so the USDCHF is about to hit the take profit level, but what we can do next right now with this pair? First of all, we have to get rid of this old signal, and let's see, my friends, what we can do for the remaining day of this week. Well, we need now to go to the daily chart, and as we can see, the fall here is very strong, but what I can see on the daily chart is very interesting. Right there lies a strong level of a resistance, which was previously as a support right here, and it was also 2 times as a support, as a resistance. That means we have to wait for the USDCHF to rise again for about 20 or 21 pips before we can start shorting it. I believe it's a very straightforward analysis, and we don't really require more. I want to try something here. Actually, this is right in front of you. If it failed, I don't know what to say. I hope it's not gonna fail. I will draw here a resistance trend line, and perfect. Is it perfect? Let me try again. I just want to make sure it's accurate. Actually, we need to go to the 4-hour time frame right now just to be sure. I'm drawing this line here in the correct way, and oh my god, that's perfection. Perfect. It worked. Yes, the resistance trend line right here, the line which I have drawn here, it actually matches along with this level of a resistance trend line, and as you can see, it was also a resistance trend line right there. And we can actually expect right now from the market to rise again upon the pressure from that previous resistance right here. The USDCHF is going to continue the rise till it reaches the peak of the resistance right there at 0.97329, and after that it's going to continue the fall. Very straightforward analysis and very simple one, and of course the target has to be placed right there at the nearest strong key support level to our entry as 0.96116, which means we are aiming 119 pips profit in one day. I doubt that this is going to happen. 114 pips of profit hopefully is going to happen. Meanwhile, the edge of the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than that level of a resistance at 0.97800, which means it's going to be ranging for about 47 pips. There goes your signal, my friends, for the USDCHF. Hopefully it's going to work well. Now moving to the gold. Alright, so now we need to consider what we can do next with the gold. Actually, my friends, let me just tell you something. The gold right now is still ranging on that level. Actually, it's actually as zones. So most likely the gold usually will be ranging in the zone between 1700 and 1710. That's the normal behavior of the market. Of course, it's going to be ranging as well between 1800 and 1810. And so on. So most likely the market will not easily reverse or break out from that level of 1700. So that being said, I want actually to change the entry right now. So I know we have already placed here a buy order, but we need to consider that for those who didn't open the buy order, there is actually right now a better entry. Let me show it to you. Actually right there, my friends, right there exactly. Let me just be sure and aligning my line in the absolute correct way. Let me just move to the 30-minute time frame just to be sure. that am I drawing my line in the right way. I need to get rid, of course, of the old signal. We don't require this anymore. And let me just be sure to draw the line in the perfect way. Perfect, yes, right there, exactly right there. Now, if we check the market, what happened right here at 1702.34. Now, this was a real level of a support, again, right here, and right there, and right there. Now, check the history. What happened every single time the market has reached this level? It actually created here a false breakout as a resistance, and the market has instantly reversed. Now, later on, the market has made here a strong fake breakout, but eventually the market has again respected that level as a support. Now, keep in mind, we have not only one, but two false breakouts right on that level. And this right here is a third attempt as well. So meaning that level as a support, 1702.34, is very strong level, in my opinion, as a support. And of course, if I just go now to the 1 hour time frame, sorry about that. All we need to do, my friends, is simply draw here a support trend line from this lower low to this higher low, and again check this out. That's again a perfection. So we can see that the market has reversed on that level of a support trend line, made a false breakout, and again the same level of a support trend line has been respected. So right now we can actually expect from the gold to continue the fall, reverses for the second time to create a support trend line number 2, and of course that level of a support right here is most likely gonna be respected again, but this time the take profit level is gonna be changed, because as I told you, the gold most likely is moving in a neutral channel. So actually the take profit level has to be placed just right there at the nearest real level of a resistance at 1715.58, which means we are aiming just 130 pips profit from the signal, and a safe zone ranging just till the lowest level of a support right here at 1694.60. And if that happens, if the gold has been actually able to reach that level of a support, then most likely the market has made finally a breakout from that level of 1700 and might continue the fall, unless if it was a false breakout, which means we have to wait for the gold to fall for another 52 pips. The safe zone is ranging for 72 pips. Meanwhile, the take profit level is 132 pips. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the gold and for the all USD pairs for the remaining day of this week, for Friday, of course. Of course, lately in this video, again, I have to remind everyone that I'm very happy and proud that my winning ratio for the last month has not been less than 90%. And again, it doesn't mean at all that all these signals will be profitable. They might actually go horribly wrong. You have to be careful. You have to be aware that Forex market is never respects the analysis every single time. Sometimes we will do our best analyzing the market, but sadly the market will just simply go have another opinion. So please, my friends, be careful, be wise about your trades. Don't ever place all your eggs in one basket. Don't ever go full lot on every single trade. Be careful, again, I'm telling you, and trade wisely. So until then, I wish everyone a happy weekend, and in the end, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.